Hello, Combat here, and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. It's that time of the week again, where we're showing you 10 decks of the week. As always, they range from good meta decks to fun decks to decks that are performing well. Most of the decks are performing well. I mean, all of them perform well for someone. Some of them don't perform well for me, because there is some decks I don't enjoy playing, like there's a Cerebro deck in here, and I hate Cerebro. I just can't stand it. But it's in here because it performed well. I can't remember whose deck it was that I've seen, but they done pretty well with it, like top 100 rankings. Anyways, first deck is this Zabu Hawk Miss Marvel deck. This is a deck I hit Infinite with a 70% win rate. Very fun deck. You've got the Dark Hawk package with Black Widow, Korg, Rock Slide, Zabu. Then you've got Werewolf in here. Because you've got, what, like 7 on reveals, I think. Korg, Black Widow, Shadow King, Rock Slide, Shang-Chi, Iron Lad, Doom, yeah. And then Negasonic in here, because I think she is still underrated, and she's incredible. The amount of time she wins with games is fine. Miss Marvel, extra power here and there. Doom for some stuff. Shang-Chi for the tech card. Iron Lad for, because we've got pretty much every card's good to hit, pretty much. Okay, goes back there. Okay, so we all Shang all this. That loses here though, then, right? So I'll just give up here. Or let's leave it extremely weak across the board. And then we've got to do this, I guess. Oh no. Okay, we're looking good right now. Yeah, we're looking good. Okay, we didn't need the +5 for Marvel. Next deck is the other deck that I used, the ladder. I used the other deck to hit Infinite. I used this one in the 80s when I was climbing up. Again, I think I had like a 70% win rate on this one as well. You have to check my Twitter. They're all my decks I use and post on Twitter. Yeah, so this is a lockdown deck. Again, got Negasonic in here. My deck, most of my decks have Negasonic in there because she's amazing. So the idea here is you're going to lock stuff down. You got Psylocke, cheat out Iron Lad on 3 or Professor X on 4. And if you draw it late, you can cheat out Doom or Goliath on 5. Miss Marvel again. Put her in the middle. Storm to lock down a lane, and then you can fall out with a Negasonic if you really wanted to. But then if you do that, you can't. Miss Marvel. So there's a little learning curve. You got to make sure you're playing into Miss Marvel. Nebula's in here just to kind of bait them away. And if you get an early Professor X, it's nice to have her protected. But don't be afraid to Killmonger your own Nebula. If they are more ones, like against a Thanos deck, I always just Killmonger my Nebula. I don't care. I need my Iron Lad to me, which is 8, which goes into 10, goes into 20. Oh, when it left. And then he doomed himself. We get there. Let's go! Next up is this Galactus deck with Miss Marvel. The reason Miss Marvel's in the Galactus deck is for when you play Galactus, if you have Miss Marvel down in the mid lane, empty lane, and you play Galactus, her effect triggers before a Galactus. So it's as if Galactus is 10 power for that one turn. Catches people off guard, and you follow with Goliath, right? Pretty simple, good stuff. Rest of it, Nebula again, it's just a 1-drop, could be any 1-drop. Daredevil, so you can see what they're doing on 5. Jeff, just good card, put it down. Electro for the ramp, wave ramp, Dino, if you don't get the Galactus combo off. Doom, Odin, again, if you don't get the Galactus combo off, or you can Alive Odin. Shavaz to help with draw Galactus. Pretty straightforward deck. Really fun. I enjoy playing this deck. Oh god, that hurts. Actually, we win. Do we not just win? Yeah, we just win. Let's check. Next up, we have a Guardians deck. I believe this is from W. He's normally the Guardian type guy. There's a lot of similarities on these decks, I've just realised. Like Nebula again, Daredevil, Jeff. Medusa's great for in the mid lane. Fantastic for each of the other lanes. Miss Marvel, Storm, Iron Lad, Professor X, and then you got Gamora, Alive Doom at the end. So, you know, you control some lanes, you hit Miss Marvel, yeah, you use the Guardian. I don't know why it was called the Guardians. How many Guardians were in here? 2? Nebula and a Gamora, yeah. So, this can be Marvel, Fantastic, Daredevil, Doom, Gamora. Gamora or Doom's fantastic. Marvel's fine as well, because we Marvel mid next turn. Alright. 1, 2, 4. And then we play anything right. This is 8 power. We lose to Blue Marvel, but it's so far down in mid that you can't really go for that, right? He has to go on the right, which means Alive should win this. Alive should win this. Yeah. Patriot list. This is like a Bast Patriot list. I've seen it on Twitter and it looked really interesting, so I added to my list to do for today. Yeah, it's just I think Iron Patriot might be better, but it's like a techie version. You got Shang-Chi in here, you get Invisible Woman. You know, you want to hit a big Bast on like Horde and Squirrel Girl, Mysterio, all that stuff. Put them down, play the Patriot game, and then obviously you got Valkyrie as well as Smart Control. So annoying that we couldn't kill it. I mean, he dodged the Shang anyways.
All systems go.
So if you put the torch middle, at least we hit it. If it goes left, we have overcommitted. Okay. Okay. There we go. Oh, got so close to the El Cacerolo. Okay, that'll do. Victory. Very interesting and fun list, I'm not gonna lie. I had fun playing that. Next up is probably the weaker of the list. I didn't really get on with this list. It's a Black Knight list. It's like a Black Knight tech card list. Like the game you'll see, I think I won it with Enchantress with the tech cards, I think. Maybe not. Maybe that was a different game. No, that was a Cerebro game. Yeah. This one I can't remember what I won it with. But yeah. So the idea is you get Black Knight down, you discard a Gigantor or an Inferno, then you've got the Ebony Blade, and then you can bring it back with Ghost Rider. You've got Dracula to get a card on the last turn. You've got 2 tech cards, Shang-Chi and Enchantress, and Legion to control the locations. The deck on paper was kind of fun, but it just never worked for me. I couldn't get it going. It didn't do it for me, man. But giving him my top deck. Okay. He's on top deck mode. I'm on life. Alright. Okay. Okay. That'll do. It really did not do it for me. Next up, this very interesting list from Quinny. It's like a Sandy Moon deck. Sandman is in here. I know you're going to look at it like, why is Sandman in here? So the idea is you want to play everything on 4. You want to have all your cards down by 4, and then you Sandman on 5. And then on 6, you're going to Heimdall or Magneto, right? That's the game plan, right? You want to make it so that if you're setting up for your turn 6 to be Magneto or Heimdall, you can Sandman on 5. And if not, you just play the move game, right? You Iron Fist a Dagger or a Human Torch, you Ghost Spider, you pick them back up, you do it again. You've got Craven, you've got Claw, you've got Werewolf bouncing around, Falcon picks everything up, Spider-Man throws something around. Like, very cheap cards so you can get them all down early, and then you can hit the Sandman on 5 if you get the opportunity to. Okay. So, how do we do this? We go Human Torch, Ghost Spider, Spider on. And then we gotta hope this goes right. Oh, it never goes right. Oh, that might be Miss Marvel though. Nice. I guess we do this, I guess. Could have done with like Magneto, gonna drag everything right, or a Heimdall here. Hey, that'll do. That'll do. Next up's a Cerebro deck that I mentioned before that, you know, I'm not really a big fan of Cerebro, but the deck looked fun and give it a go. The game that you'll see in the background is, fortunately, I don't even use Cerebro. It turned into a bad location. I think it was the Buff one, the Murray Island or whatever it is. And then they changed another location to Bar Sinister with a Dark Hawk and ended up just winning it with Silk and Enchantress. That's, yeah. That's Cerebro. Oh. Rude. Yeah. You're a rude boy. I don't care. We'll just throw that pick up out of here. We'll see. We'll see where the cookies land. We'll see where it all lands. No shot we don't end up with Murray's Island full. Murray Island. Come on, bro. Come on, danger room. That was that was a little unfair. What the hell? The problem is we don't win middle, right? Oh, actually, we've got a 50-50 chance here. Oof. Come on, Silk, go middle, please. Please, girl. Please. Yes, you never let me down. You never let me down. Victory. Next up, High Evo Leech. Pretty old standard list. Nothing's really changed in this list in a while, but with the buff to She-Hulk, yeah, thought I'd give it a go. I've seen so much High Evo in my climbed rank. I've seen more High Evo than any other deck. I think when I climbed, I've seen like 5 Lokis, and I've seen about 10 plus High Evo decks. I've seen more High Evo this season than I have Loki, and everyone was like, oh no! Mobius was gone and Loki's back, and then Mobius has been nerfed, and so it's not going to stop Loki. But I've really not been seeing Loki. You know, I'm not incredibly high ranked. I'm around 1,000 rank, and I've hit infinite on day 1. So it's not like I'm not good. I'm not facing good players. I just don't see Loki. And if I do, normally end up playing it bad. I'm not going to lie. Anyways. This list, High Evo stuff, protect your wands with armor, magic, and then Cosmo lane. You kind of want to Cosmo your magic lane if you can. Then Leech on 5, then skip 6 into Infinite, She-Hulk, win game. And pretty straightforward. And okay. Okay, we're all made Dino. Time Stone. Power Stone, okay. No, I mean, that was the worst one to get blown off. Goliath doesn't do it, right? Blue Marvel ties. Let me lose. Okay, we got that. Woof. And the last deck is a Loki deck. I mentioned Loki, had to put a Loki in here. This one's got the Green Goblin, so I think this might have been KM Best's list, but I just took it off on Tap GG, found the top one, and this was it. You get your Werewolf in here, Quinjet, Collector, bounce everything around, hit the Loki, everything costs 2 less. You make them rage and cry and hate Loki, and then they go on the forums and cry about Loki. That's pretty much the game plan. Get their cards, playing for 2 less because you've got Quinjet and you've hit Loki, laugh, take the cubes, and bathe in their tears. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you tomorrow for another video. Peace. Okay. You gotta stay in there then, won't it? Oh no, I messed up, I messed up. Didn't realise what effect it was. Oh my god, that's gonna be Shang-Chi in it. Resurrect. Uh-oh. Okay. I need God. If I hadn't messed up the arcade. No. Okay, we got there.